back to splitting some more. And this week we got two new splitters. The two that we had, one was the super splitter from Fiskars, and one was a pro splitter. The pro I think I got from Sears, and the super was you had to order them to get them. They don't make the same exact models anymore, but the closest equivalent is a super splitter is a x27, and these are the x27, which are a 36-inch handle, which is closer to a regular splitting maul. They're heavier. The one I like to use is light. It's only a 2.5 pound head, and these probably have a 5 pound head, 4.5. I'm not sure off the top of my head. I know the other one, that X25 model, has a 4.5 pound head. But and you use these more like a traditional splitting maul. At least I use them like a traditional splitting maul. But they seem to work. They're tough as nails, which is nice. And they have a lifetime warranty, so you're not so worried about hitting the shaft. In fact, I almost intentionally hit the shaft when I'm cutting so that I don't glance through and hit myself. The shaft breaks. We got extras, and we have a warranty, and we'll send it back. So we cut up the rest of this tree that was lying down, and what else did we do this morning so far? I brought the 4-foot rake out. We raked out those new the patches we put in the driveway. Picked up the first bit of building material for the guest cabin, and we picked up the concrete pilasters. And what we'll do is dig little holes, put a bag of gravel down, and then put down a pilaster in each one. We're planning on doing 3 beams to support, one in the middle, and 2 1 foot in from the edge. And we're still trying to figure out exactly where over here we're going to put it. But right now, what we're thinking is basically where this pile of wood is ahead of me. Yeah, it's we're trying to pick a higher spot, and it's a bit of a rise there, so shouldn't have a lot of water flowing underneath it. And there's a rise over here that'll keep water from coming up this way, so should work. I think right about here. Oh, what else? I stopped in Tractor Supply, picked up hydro fluid this morning, topped off the fluid in the International. Now the lift works. It was down about a gallon, which I think leaks out of the like I said, that front blade. The fitting on the bottom was loose, so it had a pretty good leak going. Put the fluid in, bled the system, good to go. So we're going to finish up the splitting here, and maybe get the middle buster out and try to level off the build site. And you can see the gnats in this stupid camera. They're terrible. I need to go get some bug spray on or something. But they're everywhere. They weren't here last week, at least not to this quantity. And the dog isn't all that appreciative either. Right, Odie? Okay, back to work. Forward. So, one of the things that we were looking at this particular area we want to put the guest cabin was that there was a bit of a bowl right here and no way for water to get out. It was a bit damper than the area around it. Seeing as we fixed the hydraulic system on the International, it made sense to give it a test here. Slip bucket, dug a pretty decent hole right through this one spot over here. Probably removed about a foot of material at the highest spot, and not too many roots or anything, so the tree should be pretty good. We'll probably widen that bottom at the end, but it's got a nice slope. And we took the material that we got out and filled up a good portion of the bowl. So yeah, the idea is that right about where these stumps are over here will probably be the door, and then we'll have it running back that way. Yeah, slip bucket worked good. We've used these for other projects. This is probably the most digging we've ever really done. I did notice I need to tighten that nut worked its way loose. We had to run these extra long pins in order to get it to attach to the 3-point hitch. But yeah, and these gnats are still unbearable today. Thousands of them swarming around me. Would like to have a little bit of a breeze. Okay, let's see what other trouble we can get into. So we picked up the first load of lumber, 2x8s. These are going to be the beams that support the building. There'll be 3 of them, 24 feet long. And the shorter pieces are going to be going in between. Wow, the gnats are thick. Here, it's my hat. The short ones will go in between the beams, keep them square, and then we'll take 45s made out of the 4x4 stock and lag them into those, and that should make it fairly stable. So we picked up these and found the Amish auction is going to be last weekend in April. So that's a big event for us. We get 20 people or so to come up usually. And whew, I'm gonna just swallow the gnat. That's a benefit for their medical expenses because they don't believe in insurance. So they have that big auction every year to do it. But these gnats are killing me, so I think we're gonna start cleaning up here and maybe get into more trouble, or maybe just relax because these gnats are awful. I mean, here. You can't see too many. My arm's got 4 or 5 of them on it. But there's a swarm right around me. It's only down here. We took the dog for a walk up on the hill. No gnats up there. Out next to my cabin, no gnats over there. So something just down here. Good enough excuse for me there to either drive me nuts. Well, that didn't work like I planned. We were doing a survey around all the trees, and this one had a pretty good rotten spot that came to the surface, so we figured it was also crooked as a politician. Figured get it out of the way now. And I was trying to figure out which way to put the wedge based on the fact that it was very, very crooked, and I was about 3 feet off from where I wanted to drop it. So I dropped it in between these trees. Now we're going to use a pole saw and cut it at the base here, and hopefully the top will drop off. Finally done splitting. So we got about probably a cord and a half. About 8-9 feet of depth, maybe 10, and about 5 feet tall. So that's what that one cherry tree and that little maple we just nibbled up should do for one hunting season when we get to it. Of course, depending on the season, this last season we didn't use hardly any wood, it was so warm out. But we're going to go switch the implement on the tractor and try putting the back plate on it and see if we can push a pile over. See how that works out. Whew. So far, gnats are still thick. Weather-wise, it's going to rain a little bit. You can feel it in the air. So we'll work up until the rain starts, and then we'll start packing it in for the day. It's supposed to be 60 and nice, 65, so the rain comes. And we could use some rain. There was red flag warnings, which is fire warnings last week and a half or so. So yeah, a little bit of rain will help knock that down, I think. Time to switch implements. Looks like there might be still a bit of air in the system. Otis, get out of there! Feel like you're bringing the chipmunks to the surface, probably. So what we're doing here is moving the brush pile that we've had for years that was right next to our build site. Just try to push it back a little bit. So we use whatever tools we have. We've had this back blade. We don't use it too often, but when you need it, that's probably about the best tool there is. Yeah, that jerkiness is air in the system. There's a proportioning valve on the back piston that leaks. So I think we might just take that proportioning valve off because we don't really need it. Okay, I'm gonna go get back involved. We're doing a little bit of grading. We turn the blade around so now it pulls forward. And we're trying to remove some material from the high spot. we'll rake that out over here. I'm gonna get them raking that other stuff back into the middle here, and we'll make a mound. I'm putting the camera down. Okay, site prep is done. There's that trough we cut out straight ahead yesterday, and we pulled a little bit of soil from straight ahead here back into over here to kind of level it out a bit. The front of the gas cabin will be somewhere over here, and the back 24 feet that way. Move that brush pile another 10 feet or so it gives it a good space around the building. And yeah, I think that's it for this week. Supposed to start raining fairly soon. There's a cell on the map about half an hour away right now, which will be good. It'll help settle all this down. So what do we do this week? Got the tractor all back in order. It still seems to be like a little bit of air in the system, I think. Maybe we'll bleed it out one more time. Took down a couple trees. Leveled out the driveway with the big rake now that we had it up here. And finished chopping up the cherry tree and the maple tree that I hung up in the other maple tree. And split all that up. So and picked up lumber. Busy weekend. This will be a pretty long video. But and I think next weekend my weekend's shot, so probably about 2 weeks before I get another update. We gotta pick up some gravel for each concrete support to sit on, and usually use a bag per hole. Yeah, I think that's it for this week. So until next time, thanks for watching.